Order in the court. The Honorable Mr. Adrian is entering.
You may be seated.
Starting with the case between Tarzan and Regina, Tarzan is accused of kidnapping a girl.
Are all the parts present?
Yes, my lord. I am Leonel, and these are my friends Regina and Tarzan. We are acting on behalf of the crown in this matter.
My lord, I am Paolo, and these are my friends Regina and Tarzan. We are acting in behalf of the accused Tarzan of Africa.
Thank you, Tarzan. Please rise to hear the charge.
Tarzan, you are charged that on you or about the 14th day of June in the year 1899, you did unlawfully kidnap Jane in a jungle of Africa in Iceland, with intent to cause her to be confined and imprisoned against her will contrary to the section 279, the Criminal Code of Canada. Having heard of the share how you pled, Tarzan is gonna enter to the room because he is so dangerous.
Thank you, mister. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I begin with some general comments of our roles in this trial. Throughout these proceedings, you will act as the judge of the facts, and I will be the judge of the law. Although I may comment on the evidence as judge of the facts, you are the exclusive judge of the evidence. By the same token, when I tell you what the law is, it is my view of the law of the previous. And I will be the judge of the law. Although I may comment on the evidence as judge of the facts, you are the exclusive judge of the evidence. By the same token, when I tell you what the law is, it is my view of the law of the previous.
We intend to prove to Tarzan confined and improvised. Jane is the intended to kidnap her, convinced that what he was doing was a crime.
Do you swear that the evidence you shall give be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. Tarzan, start to walk. Start.
I do.
Clayton, please tell the court what happened on the morning of June 14, 1899.
My neighbor, Professor Porter, told me he was going on a trip to an isolated island in Africa. He mentioned something about apples. All I care about was going there and practicing my shooting skills on those filthy creatures. I take an interest in hunting.
Who is going on this trip?
The professor, Dr. Jane.
Did you decide to go with him?
Yes.
What happened when you arrived on the island?
Well, we set off camp, and I must say that island was basically a massive jungle. No wonder Tarzan was able to hide so easily.
What did you do after setting up camp?
We ventured into the jungle, and Jane goes separate from us.
What did you do with him?
I showed out to her and showed up in the air with my gun. That way, she could follow the sound of the gunshot towards the professor and me.
Did you think me?
No.
So then what did you do?
The professor and I headed back to camp.
Why?
Jane is a smart person, and I sure the professor didn't want to waste time looking for her. So we should go back to the camp. Jane could find her, went back to camp on her own eventually.
How long was she gone?
I didn't see her for 3 days.
Were you there when she came back?
She and when she didn't, she was telling us about all these things that happened to her in the jungle. She was talking so quickly that the only thing I was able to hear was something about an apple man.
An apple man, do you say?
Yes, then I, of a sudden, this strange creature jumps right in front of Jane, and his apple friend walked up behind him. There was also an elephant not too far behind.
What did you do?
I tried to shoot at them because they could have attacked Jane, and I didn't want her but hurt. But was I aiming? Jane rushed up and pushed me, making my gunshot upwards toward the sky.
It is Atman hard in the court today.
Yes,
Can you identify and point to him? Let the record show that the witness have identified the accused. Thank you, Clayton. No further question, my lord.
Does the defense wish to cross-examine this witness?
Yes, my lord. No, Clayton, you say that you went on this trip to get some shooting practice, yes or no?
sort of.
The answer is yes or no, Mr. Shepard.
Yes, but I also went there to practice the professor in the game.
Then why didn't you go look for her? She was separate from you and the professor.
I guess I just assumed that Jane was smart enough to find her way back to camp since she was the dowager professor.
Isn't it the truth that you went to Africa to hunt animals?
No.
Isn't it true that you are the hunter of exotic animals?
Yes, but went to Africa on a vacation, not for work.
Why did you bring your gun if your trip was purely recreational?
The protect Jane and the professor.
But that wasn't your main goal when Jane was lost for 3 days.
Yes, I wanted to proctor her, but I guess I didn't.
Clayton, once again it's not true that one of your main reasons for going to Africa was to hunt exotic animals. I remind you that you are under the oath.
Yes.
No further question, my lord.
Thank you, Clayton. You may step down. Crown, Carlson, you may call on your next witness.
We call on the Professor Porter, my lord.
Be quiet, stand. Tarzan! Tarzan! Okay. Do you swear that the evidence shall give to the truth, all the truth, and nothing but the truth, so help God?
Jane rushed up and pushed me, making my gunshot upwards toward the sky.
It is Atman hard in the court today.
Yes.
Can you identify and point to him? Let the record show that the witness have identified the accused. Thank you, Clayton. No further question, my lord.
Does the defense wish to cross-examine this witness?
Yes, my lord. No, Clayton, you say that you went on this trip to get some shooting practice, yes or no?
Sort of.
The answer is yes or no, Mr. Shepard.
Yes, but I also went there to practice the professor in the game.
Then why didn't you go look for her? She was separate from you and the professor.
I guess I just assumed that Jane was smart enough to find her way back to camp since she was the dowager professor.
Isn't it the truth that you went to Africa to hunt animals?
No.
Isn't it true that you are the hunter of exotic animals?
Yes, but went to Africa on a vacation, not for work.
Why did you bring your gun if your trip was purely recreational?
The protect Jane and the professor. Yes. I wanted to proctor her, but I guess I didn't.
Clayton, once again it's not true that one of your main reasons for going to Africa was to hunt exotic animals. I remind you that you are under the oath.
Yes.
No further question, my lord.
Thank you, Clayton. You may step down. Crown Cousin, you may call on your next witness.
We call on the Professor Porter, my lord.
Be quiet, stand. Tarzan! Tarzan! Okay. Do you swear that the evidence shall give to the truth, all the truth, and nothing but the truth, so help God? Professor Porter, you swear that the evidence you shall be the truth, all the truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Please state your full name and address.
I am Professor Archimedes Q. Porter, and I live in the same apartment complex as Mr. Stephen called London Hills.
Sorry, sir, but you may be seated.
Professor, what happened on June 14, 1899?
Well, I had taken a trip down to an African island. I was planning to study some ape species. Jane went off into the jungle with her sketchbook. I didn't see her for the next 3 days.
Did you try to film her?
Yes, but Clayton and I didn't have much luck.
Professor Porter, what happened when Jane arrived back to camp?
Well, this ape man was following her and tried to take her away again when Clayton tried to shoot him. Jane pushed Clayton and his gun fired into the air. Then the ape man ran away into the jungle.
Do you see the active man in the courtroom today?
Yes, he is right over there.
Let the record show the Professor Porter pointed to the accused Tarzan. When Jane came back, was she hard-red?
Jane was very excited about her discovery of this ape man, but she was also a bit traumatized because of her time with the ape man.
How do you feel about Tarzan taking your daughter?
I feel really angry, but at the same time I was happy she was safe. After all, if Tarzan really is an ape man, then he couldn't have known any better.
Do you feel you can trust Tarzan in any way after what happened?
Well, not really. Yes, he may be an ape man, but that is even more reason to stay away from him. He could be dangerous. It personally stay away from him.
Alright, no further question, my lord.
Does the defense wish to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, my lord. Isn't true that Jane said that even though he was crushed, she wanted to see him again because she thought his amen was the missing link in the theory of evolution.
Well, yes, but...
So Jane wanted to learn more about Tarzan?
Yes.
Professor Porter, did you say that Tarzan couldn't have known any better when he allegedly kidnapped your daughter?
Yes, I did. I don't think that it was his fault.
So Tarzan wasn't aware of his actions?
Probably not.
Not further question, my lord.
Professor, you may step down. Crown, call your next witness.
My lord, I call Jane.
Do you swear that the evidence you should give and should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help God you? In this moment, Jane is going to enter to the case.
To take her away again when Clayton tried to shoot him. Jane pushed Clayton and his gun fired into the air. Then the ape man ran away into the jungle.
Do you see the active man in the courtroom today?
Yes, he is right over there.
Let the record show the Professor Porter pointed to the accused Tarzan. When Jane came back, was she hard-read?
Jane was very excited about her discovery of this ailment, but she was also a bit traumatized because of her time with the ailment.
How do you feel about Tarzan taking your daughter?
I feel really angry, but at the same time I was happy she was safe. After all, if Tarzan really is an ape, then he couldn't have known any better.
Do you feel you can trust Tarzan in any way after what happened?
Well, not really. Yes, he may be an ape, but that is even more reason to stay away from him. He could be dangerous, it personally, but at the same time I was happy she was safe. After all, if Tarzan really is an ape, then he couldn't have known any better.
Do you feel you can trust Tarzan in any way after what happened?
Well, not really. Yes, he may be an ape, but that is even more reason to stay away from him. He could be dangerous, it personally stay away from him.
Alright, going for a question, my lord.
Does the defense wish to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, my lord. Is it true that Jane said that even though he was grudged, she wanted to see him again because she thought his ailment was the missing link in the theory of evolution?
Well, yes, but...
So Jane wanted to learn more about Tarzan?
Yes.
Professor Porter, did you say that Tarzan couldn't have known any better when he arbitrarily kidnapped your daughter?
Yes, I did. I don't think that it was his fault.
So Tarzan wasn't aware of his actions?
Probably not.
Not your question, my lord.
Professor, you may escape down. Crown, call your next witness.
Continue with the case, we present Jane that was the victim of the kidnapping done by Tarzan in the jungle of Africa in an island. Jane, you promise to tell the truth, just the truth, and the whole truth, or good help you?
Oh, of course.
Jane, please answer clearly so that court will have a clear record of the proceedings.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I swear.
Okay. Please state your full name and address for the court.
I'm Jane Potter and live with my father in an apartment complex called London Hills.
So, Jane, where were you on the day of June 14, 1899?
I was on a remote African island where my father believed gorillas live.
Did you see any gorillas?
Yes.
Do you have any personal experience with them?
Not until after we set up camp and I ventured off alone into the jungle with my sketchbook. In there, this little baboon took my sketchbook and ran off with it. I crushed him and grabbed my sketchbook from him. He then started to yelp in a strange way, and all these other baboons rushed out of the jungle and started attacking me.
What happened next?
Tarzan grabbed me in his arms and whisked me up high into the branches of palm trees where the baboons could not see us.
And what?
He brought me to an elevated area of the trees, and I thanked him and said I'd be off. He then grabbed me and started moving closer to me. I thought it was awful rude.
How close?
Well, first they touched my hand, which I found very offending. And then, sniffing at my air, I was extremely appalled.
Within you return to your camp.
Tarzan would not let me leave him.
How long were you away from camp?
3 days.
How did you back to camp?
When Tarzan was sleeping, I climbed down from the trees and ran back through the jungle to my camp. Tarzan woke up and chased after me, but I got back to my father before he couldn't catch me. That was when I prevented Clayton from shooting Tarzan.
Jane, it is Tarzan in the court today?
Yes, Tarzan is seated in the accused docket over there.
Let the record show that these witnesses have identified the accused Tarzan. No further questions, my lord.
Defense, do you wish the cross-examining the witness?
Yes, thank you, my lord. Jane, would I be correct to say that Tarzan saved you from the baboons?
Yes, that's true. But he did keep me with him for some time.
But you eventually got away, didn't you?
Yes.
Did Tarzan hurt you?
No.
Where are you accusing Tarzan of kidnapping when all he did was you save your life?
I was thankful that he saved my life, but he still kept me against my will.
Did Tarzan speak or understand English?
No.
Then how could he have known that you wanted to live?
Well, I thought I made it pretty clear.
He only lived with animals, is that correct?
I think so.
Was Tarzan just curious about you, as he had never seen a person before?
I suppose so.
Wasn't the jungle quite dangerous?
It sure seemed that way when the baboons attacked me.
It's impossible that Tarzan was to protect you by keeping you close.
Yes, maybe that's why he was acting so protective.
I have no further question for this witness, my lord.
Jane, you may step down. Crown, if you want, call your next witness.
The crown
A
rests.
strange way, and all these other baboons rushed out of the jungle and started attacking me.
What happened next?
Tarzan grabbed me in his arms and whisked me up high into the branches of banana trees where the baboons could not see us.
And what?
He brought me to an elevated area of the trees, and I thanked him and said I'd be off. He then grabbed me and started moving closer to me. I thought it was awful rude.
How close?
Well, first they touched my hand, which I found very offending, and then sniffing at my air, I was extremely appalled.
Within you return to your camp.
Tarzan would not let me leave him.
How long were you away from camp?
3 days.
How did you back to camp?
When Tarzan was sleeping, I climbed down from the trees and ran back through the jungle to my camp. Tarzan woke up and chased after me, but I got back to my father before he couldn't catch me. That was when I prevented Clayton from shooting Tarzan.
Jane, it is Tarzan. Jane, it is Tarzan in the court today?
Yes, Tarzan is seated in the accused docket over there.
Let the record show that these witnesses have identified the accused Tarzan. No further questions, my lord.
Defense, do you wish the cross-examining the witness?
Yes, thank you, my lord. Jane, would I be correct to say that Tarzan saved you from the baboons?
Yes, that's true. But he did keep me with him for some time.
But you eventually got away, didn't you?
Yes.
Did Tarzan hurt you?
No.
Where are you accusing Tarzan of kidnapping when all he did was you save your life?
I was thankful that he saved my life, but he still keep me against my will.
Did Tarzan speak or understand English?
No.
Then how could he have known that you wanted to live?
Well, I thought I made it pretty clear.
He only lived with animals, is that correct?
I think so.
Was Tarzan just curious about you, as he had never seen a person before?
I suppose so.
Wasn't the jungle quite dangerous?
It's